Hey, I'm gonna assume that everything's working again, especially on YouTube. So I'm not too sure. And yeah, I'm back. Um, a lot less problems this time. I'm glad about. I wanted to do more OBS stuff, some OBS practice, or like the configuration. I mean, but managing work and this can be a little bit tough. I digress. Uh, but yeah, I have some ideas that I wanted to talk about while I do more art practice. I just want to double check some things. Yeah, so I think it's fine. Yeah. I was messing with the configuration of my model, and I think I made it a little bit worse because now he won't stop smiling. But I'm also smiling right now, so you know. And I think there's still some warping with the mouth. I have to dedicate some time to work on it. Um, see why it's doing that. But a little bit later. But yeah, thanks for joining the live. You know, everybody. So let me get started. So you see now he just won't stop smiling. So now we got a little bit of a problem. See, now it's back to normal. It's just such a weird thing. Alright, I think it should be good. I'm like slamming light on it, so I don't know. Um so yeah, so the idea was that I still intend to go through these books. Actually, I'm gonna make this page bigger. Yeah, 6x6s. Let's make it 11. Let's get some width to it. Um, and I was doing a lot of art lessons on hold on 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Give or take, may or may not need to work on that, but it should be fine. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna need to fix it a little bit more. There we go. It's still weird. There is a hotkey for this, but um, I think it needs to be on screen, and this is why I can understand why they got like an Elgato. People have an Elgato because I I totally get the reason behind it. So yeah, let me move this thing out of the way. There. Maybe make it smaller too. And so yeah, I was doing more, watching more art videos to better understand Clip Studio Paint. Um, but I was also watching stuff on content creation, and that I realized two things that I wanted to um have a better, like, put more thought into it, because streaming is cool and all, and I still want to do it, but content creation is a little bit of a different thing, in so far that, and somebody else also brought this up to me before, that yes, you can content create, that's fine, no one's saying you can't, but you should treat it like a meet and greet for people, or as a means of, like, oh, behind the scenes stuff that you're working on. And I didn't think that sat right with me, because I still wanted to, I still wanted to go through, like, these 10 books over here that I placed. um like, I still want to go through them, with you guys on stream, but I still have other things, I still want to go through fan art, make my own little custom Magic the Gathering cards, OC art, character design. I should actually also add character design to this too. Um, so yeah, character design. And so that's the tool. This is gonna grow over time, that's for sure. Um, yeah, much better. Um, Schedule will most likely stay the same. The only reason why I am streaming today is because I can't stream Saturday. Um, and potentially I can stream on Sunday, so that's subject to change. But I will make it my choice, my mission, to still stream on Tuesday and stream again on Saturday, and just bring it back. I just have, like, some family stuff. My best friend's birthday. And the holidays. So that's the thing. So definitely gonna be slower, but of course, the new year, I come with a bunch of other ideas. So here's the thoughts I have. So I still want to do more TikTok animations, and I found a really cool animation course that I want to go through. Um, as well as, make some TikTok videos. Just put VODs, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm old. I don't even know what VODs are. So these are the two things. I watched this one VTuber who gave their suggestions on people saying that, like, streaming isn't for everybody. Of course, only a handful of people really get up there, because they have their own particular formula that they just kind of repeat over and over and over and over again. And then, if they want to, they can experiment with something else and then watch, rinse, and repeat. So, and I totally agree with that. So, like, I'm seeing right now, streaming is, I mean, I only streamed for like a week for the first time, so I'm not going to assume anything. But I will say that I know how to grow, or I know what the steps are needed to grow an audience, and everything else is just trial and error. But streaming does take time. I mean, streaming for 4 hours rather than streaming for 2 hours, so I could work on other stuff. You know what I mean? Um, so, And I, the cool part about streaming is that I get to think out loud. And I think the even cooler part about streaming is that since there's nobody here, I can think out loud, and if I like it, I'll just dump it on TikTok. um, but yeah, so that's what they said. That's what the VTuber said. Um, I forgot their name, but they're pretty big. Not like super big, but like, I see their like clips. I just see clips. So, you know, unless it's like a long form content, then it's not. It's gonna be very difficult to remember who they were. But the bottom line is that I still want to try experimenting things, but I also realize that I still have a lot to learn. I mean, um, besides my usual art studies, I'm still, learning more about Clip Studio Paint. I have to dive into the concept of doing animations and stuff and character design. And the only and I will say this for myself, not to go super crazy, that my whole thing isn't gonna be animations, but I want to use it for more engagement as a tool and as an expressive medium. And I thought, hey, I can do videos with my model, with me, and then I can throw in animations here and there, make it more interesting as I go through this more of this art stuff or my art practices. So that's the idea. So the things that I still need to learn to execute this, and long form content. Long form content is in this long form content is in this ideas bucket. But for me to execute this, I need. Do people still use this symbol? I mean, well, we do. What am I saying? It's the curly bracket. But for this, I need to go through animation practice. Oh! What the? Whoa! What happened? It thinks I'm drawing. What the Oh shit. This is not good. Stop. Uh-oh. Why is it doing this? Oh, I know what to do. Control panel. Calibrate. Oh. Something broke. What happened? Yes. Confirm. Save. Okay. And let's hope that it didn't break. No, get out of here. Yes. Oh, perfect. All right, I'll just test it out here. No, something happened. Something happened. What happened? Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. That's not a good sign. Better not be. I love this iPad. I love this drawing tablet. What happened? All right. Oh, they both do brush size. Why? Okay. So, from what I was saying, yeah, to do these, I need to do. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to recalibrate it again. All right. All right. We're good. We're good. So, yeah, this comes with animation practice, video editing lessons / practice, right? And possibly storyboarding. That's pretty much, in my eyes, what is needed for this type of stuff. Um, so sorry, just checking out some stuff. So that's pretty much how I see it. And I already have ideas for TikTok videos that doesn't require me to go through animation practice, but definitely still there. But this animation. So as I like grow as a beginner content creator, I know that animation is second to my primary, which is, being in art. Well, animators are artists. I'm not gonna, but like, how would like just regular like still artwork, like drawings and stuff, and getting better at painting and digital painting and stuff like that. That's the difference. So it's easier for me to differentiate between the two because I get to think about, I don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. I don't have to be like, oh great, now I gotta also learn animation on top of learning this. But I think after watching this one other YouTuber who did a challenge about learning animation in 1 week, I was just like, oh, that's kind of a bit of a confidence booster. Though you could learn animation in 1 week, but it still follows a lot of the fundamentals of just drawing. It still follows the fundamentals, and that's why we have these books. This is exactly why these books exist. This is the whole purpose of these books. The other videos or the other lessons that I have outside is to help me with learning Clip Studio Paint, learning color theory, learning observation, learning how to work this software. I think I already said Clip Studio Paint. How to actually do like more digital painting and stuff, so that it reflects like how I would for physical painting. So that's the two important things. So those are the important things for me when I'm outside. But for here, I mainly focus on these books. That being said, I realize that doing 4 hours of streaming, though it is good, it may not be good in the beginning because 4 hours is a long time. Maybe 2 hours would be better. Um, so I'm thinking rather than dedicating 4 hours for now, I should drop it to 2 hours so I can focus on um, learning OBS better, learning how to set up OBS properly, learning more about overlays, learning more about those lessons for Clip Studio and stuff, and just building in that sense. And I think that's something that a lot of people need to. Who are just getting started, even like me. And I only started like 2 weeks ago, a week ago. I don't remember. That like just because it didn't work out the first time doesn't mean that you should stop. You know, it's okay to stop in the sense that it's okay to take a break and recollect and not beat yourself up over it. You're just like, oh, okay, maybe this isn't working out for what I intended. Like I am not intending for a lot of people to jump on live. I am fully aware that since I tried streaming a long time ago and got my dreams crushed, I am intending to stream to help people who come and go, to help me be more accountable with learning how to draw and being way more creative, because I want to be a professional. I want to be those gods. But I'm humble enough to know that it takes a very long time to do that, and I'm completely fine with it taking a very long time to do it because drawing is what I always wanted to do in my life. I'm just glad to finally be able to do it, and I don't have any regrets anymore. But that also makes me think about how it is good what I just said. Do I need to do content creation to do it? No. But it's an outlet that I like. I like having it as an outlet to be like, hey, if somebody sees me, I'm like you, who wanted to do art or content creation but couldn't because of circumstances. And if those circumstances are not physically stopping you in like a outlandish way, you should at least try. You should at least give it a shot. You should at least fail. And I think that's what matters, is being comfortable with failing. And so it's, so long as you fail and you don't give up. It's like when you go to school, you're kind of forced to go to school. But I feel like when you're in school, like in high school as an example, or college, because money is a real motivator for college. You're forced to put up with the fact that you failed at something, like a test, or you lost in your basketball team, or whatever the such that you did, and you have to come back and work harder, even if you don't want to. You feel too depressed or upset, or your parents yell at you and you're like gloomy. You still have to come to school, you still have to study, but over time you heal from those wounds, and then you get to try again, and you could learn from your mistakes. So I and going back to me, I don't think that what I did was in any particular mistake, but I would say that I failed to realize a the grandeur of the goals that I have set in myself, and to fail to realize what I am doing now is not exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to do more videos, but instead I'm streaming 3 days a week for 4 hours, which is not ideal. Still want to stream, but I'm thinking of streaming maybe a day less and an hour less to make my life easier. You know, because I come out of work 8 hours to come stream for 4 more hours. It's a little bit much, or for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm not too sure. But I need to also realize that the time I spent streaming and the time I spent off stream should be dedicated to getting better in my content creation, which includes streaming, which includes learning OBS, which includes, you know, getting this model better. I love this model. I love the fact that I made it myself. But that's my rant. But hopefully it helps somebody else, and you know, stuff like that. But that's the idea. So I'm going to do a bit of an update to um this diagram I did, to make things easier, which will also reflect in the scheduling, because you can have all the advice in the world, but if you don't practice what you preach, it's kind of pointless. So let's see. I'll make this easier to read for myself too. Make this bigger. What am I doing? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll stick to this. So, yeah, so I'm thinking about, so what I'm gonna do instead is I'm not gonna stream on the weekends. I realize that is a dumb idea. I'm going to stream on, so I'm still gonna stream on Tuesday. I think that's still a proper good idea to do. So I'm still gonna stream here. No, sorry, wrong one. Stream from 5 to 3 EST, 5 p.m. to 3 p.m. EST. And I'm going to stream on Thursday, 5 p.m. to 3 p.m. EST. And this will make things easier because I'll still feel accountable knowing that I'm streaming 2 times a week rather than 3 times a week. And but as you guys know, the art practice is still gonna be happening. So art practice, and it's gonna exist here. But and this helps. I'll still stream art practice. I'll still stream stuff like this that I'm doing, but and yeah, so art practice here, and I would say some. I should probably start doing this now. So some art practice and some, I'll put it in black, animation practice. It also exists in this realm because I also, each time I don't dedicate some time to a larger artwork, or even, or just trying to push it out into TikTok or Twitch, or not Twitch, TikTok or X or Blue Sky, I don't get any feedback from my artwork or any attention. So but I'm a little bit of a little bit of a perfectionist, and like this art piece, though I feel like it's pretty good, I want to color it. I don't want to send it over like a sketch. I don't want to do that. I want to color it. I want to learn how to render this art piece, and it's not even done yet because, as you can see with my hair, it's not there. I need to put it. I need to put that. So that's the idea. So that being said, art animation practice and some OBS. I'll do it on the weekends. OBS. Nah. I know myself. I know myself way too well. I'm gonna end up not listening to these 3 hours, and they're gonna be all over the place. So art practice, OBS lessons, and animation practice will exist between the week. That makes the most sense. So, and I will stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, and from 5 to 3. Just 1 hour less, 1 day less, like I said. But the best part is this is subject to change over time. I think we all want the same thing, or not all. What am I saying? I don't know everybody, but I think a lot of us who are following the same route want the same thing. They want to get that attention. They want, or that clout, or the ability, and that clout that gives them the ability to do this for a living. But from what I've seen from other people who are animators who make a Patreon, or artists who get attention and make a Patreon, I always feel like it ends up with them making a Patreon, is that they have reached a particular level with their craft that would allow them the opportunity to do so, because it allowed them to get like some form of attention. But that comes with a lot of studying, and I might be wrong, and then that's okay. This is just my observation, but like I kind of feel like that's what makes sense. And artists, good, in any form, in any format, from cartoonists, traditional artists, animators, whatever, NFW, I don't know. They, and I may be, again, I still feel like I'm wrong in some cases because I'm new to this whole content creation, and just purely from observation, that people are. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about jokes. That's hilarious. I feel like people in that realm or people who have dedicated enough skill to draw well, get enough attention on social media, has the wherewithal to be like, hey, if you like my stuff, can you support me? And and they're not trying to break apart their attentions to 10 million things. They're focusing on the one thing. So that's why I'm changing my schedule. It makes life easier. And hello, new person. Welcome to me rambling. But that's pretty much it. I want to cut this short and get some more art practice done. Probably not with this. Where is practice? There it is. So I remember that I was working on this art piece, or this shading from the other day, and I was a little bit annoyed, but I realized why I was annoyed. Let me open up the book. Also yawning a little bit. It's been a very, 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 very long week. So get out the book. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna close this whole thing. I also have to check the edit, the audio. I have to constantly check the audio for my live stream so that things didn't go crazy. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what could potentially be a problem with my mic being a little bit too far away. Maybe all the ramblings I did, nobody really heard me. Great. I'll check it in post. So. Oh. I see what happened now. Oh. There you go. And this. And then this. So much better. All right. And then we can reopen, because I wanted to use, I should have just done this at the beginning, and okay, we're back now. So yeah, we were working on this head. I don't care. Okay. And I was having trouble with the yes, stop. So this head in particular, it was helpful to learn more about the line work, or not the line work, sorry, the shading, which really helped a lot. But like I said before, I felt like I was limited to sorry, I'm also trying to find the eraser. I was also limited based off of my limited to what I knew already about Clip Studio Paint. I didn't feel like I knew enough. But I feel like yesterday I got more learning in and now how do I get rid of all these lines that I just drew all over the highlight, draw, line, arrow, rectangle, circle, text, call out, polygon, cloud, connect, line, stamp. All these tools and you don't have an eraser, you gotta be kidding me. I must be stupid. No. Open it again. Alright, whatever. There we go. There's the head. Oh. So yeah, I was trying to do this head. Felt like I was a little bit confused by a lot of the different shading, different shapes, and also limited to what I knew about Clip Studio Paint. So I went and dug into the asset store as always, and I pulled up a bunch of stuff, a lot of stuff about shading, rendering, blending, etc., etc., etc. And I also realized that I wasn't doing a lot of other stuff properly, such as differentiating between shadow, light, and midtones. And so I'm only gonna grab some and not overwhelm myself. It's crazy that I have to do it like one at a time. Right? Well, not everything is a blend tool. These are real paints, so they go here. So you got smudge oil paintbrush, textured oil paintbrush. So and like as you can tell, a lot of this that I'm doing is very disorganized, so that's a bit of a problem. Oh, hi, welcome back. I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah. I saw that you were streaming the other day, but unfortunately I was still at work. And I was like stuck in like meetings like crazy, so I couldn't even like join. Yeah. Yeah, that was the only thing that was tough. I felt bad. I was like, dang, but it's okay. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself in your stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, totally. I had a huge rant when nobody was here, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to like edit that stuff and put it in TikTok. That was that was very fun. Yeah, no, yeah. I was like, um, I was like, because I was like, I decided to change up a lot of my plans. Oh yeah, cool. And funny enough, I'm actually multi-streaming. So I'm streaming on I'm streaming on YouTube at the like the exact same time. Try to get try to do some trial and errors here and there. I learned a lot about a lot of stuff. Aha, yeah. Hello YouTube, yeah. Um everybody well, nobody's there, but you know, people will see it. I realize that people will still view videos and live streams even afterwards. So I was like, okay, cool. But so just a quick overview. Yeah, I decided to change some of my plans. So because I still wanted to do a lot more with um TikTok and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. This is also gonna be like YT Shorts. So yeah, so the idea is that I need to have more time to focus on uh practice outside of YouTube, outside of streaming, like OBS, more OBS learning, more animation practice, and video editing. If I wanted to do that stuff, so that's these. So for me to be able to do YouTube Shorts and TikTok videos and long form content, I need to do some animation practice, video editing practice, and storyboarding practice. Oh wow, congrats. Yeah. It for early YouTube, for early TikTok video, 40 likes is crazy. Yeah. I gotta check it out. um oh well, thank you. I mean, I try to be organized. I feel like sometimes it's a bit of a mess. But yeah, that's the idea. And unfortunately with this idea, oh it takes a lot of time. I know there are people who are like way more organized. Like right now I have like one monitor and my drawing tablet, but my one monitor has like four smaller screens for different windows because I need it. And now I realize I probably need a second monitor, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. um but the sad part is I'm gonna have to stream 1 day less and 1 hour less per stream. So rather than me streaming 3 times a week for 4 hours like a madman, I'm going to stream for 2 hours. So for 3 hours for two streams. Yeah, because I realized that like I still want to stream, and I'm still gonna stream a lot of like the animation stuff and the art stuff. But for me to grow, I need to and to also have more of that attention. I'd rather do this. Um, I feel like this makes the most sense. But sometimes I get in my own head and I realize maybe I don't need to do all this stuff and just prioritize all my attention into streaming. I mean, into drawing, and then anything else. But I feel like I kind of do that anyways. So might as well just slap some streaming into it. It doesn't actually do much damage. Yeah, just take it a little bit slow. So I was like, okay, this works. Um, so that's the idea. But So this stream, rather than it being an hour, like 3 4 hours, it's just gonna be like two, maybe two and a half, and stuff. So that because I have other outside art lessons that I have to like sit and watch and stuff rather than sit and read. Yeah, no, yeah, I'll take my time. Yeah, and like emotes. Oh, on your live stream. Yeah, no, that's gonna be sick. Because like I think you need to be like Twitch affiliate, right? Ah, yeah, yeah. I figured. So I was like some people were like, "Oh, you could make emotes," and I was like, "But don't I need to be like Twitch affiliate?" And so now I understand. So now right now I'm just trying to figure out these um these new tools that I added. Just trying to put them in the right spot so that I don't lose them or they get lost in the sauce. Oh yeah, sure, definitely, yeah. All right. Now I'm going to attempt this again. All right. I think now I can figure this out. So let me do what I initially wanted to do. Oh, a minimum of 25 followers for affiliate. I thought it was like 10. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Is Welsh like the country? I've been having so much trouble with my pen lately. I don't understand why it keeps doing that. I gotta look it up. Oh, yeah, the country is called Wales, but the account is that user's Welsh. Oh wait, but you're from Britain. I'm so confused now. All right, I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting. Why is it doing that? Oh, but more specifically, Wales. I had a friend in high school whose family is like caught me off guard. I was like, what? Oh, yeah. I was like, wow, that's like really far away. Oh yeah, it's a little bit of a small island, right? Sorry for any of the weird noise. I have to do some pen troubleshooting because the pen's doing this, and I'm not even on the page. Like I'm not even pressing on it, so I gotta take the nib off and oh. Oh, okay, small but not that small. Okay, that's still good. What do you do with a busted pen nib? I'm a little confused. I'll just put it back. All right. Here's to hoping that this works. Yeah. Oh. I think I also know why it kept on. What button is this? I for eyedropper? Okay. Okay. I think so. Then now if I press this. Yes. Eyedropper tool. Beautiful. Fantastic. And then color wheel. Okay. Now I think I'm back in business. Okay, cool. And I need to. Which one is the sketch? Oh, okay. Okay. Now it's a little bit easier. All right, I'm gonna block out all the big, harsh shadows that I see before I get into anything else. Oh, I've been good. I've been good. Very busy, I will say. Um, my best friend's birthday is like very soon. Oh well, hi, more people. Hi, four people. Yeah, I'm doing good. Definitely gonna be busy. The holidays, so Merry Christmas to everybody. Um, and it's also gonna be my uh, home country's uh, holiday very soon as well. How about you? Are you doing all right? Just trying to get more. Oh, where am I? Oh, oh, oh. Well, I hope everything's okay for you. Yeah, things can be a little bit tough. Um, but we kind of have to persevere. Sometimes sometimes don't have much of a choice. Oh, my condolences. I am so sorry. That's oh my goodness. It must be really tough for you. Oh, 15. I I I don't know dog years, but I believe that's quite a long life. That's fantastic. Ah, you had how long have you had your pet for? Oh, I am so sorry. That's actually a dumb question. Well, be that as it may, I you have my condolences. Oh, that sounds adorable. And yeah, no problem. I just trying to just not be rude. It's high for more people. Oh, okay. Yeah, just trying to. But be that as may, I hope hope you'll feel better soon. I know that it can be very tough for you right now. Oh boy, I think putting the pen dropper tool on the pen was a dumb idea. Oh, that was. It is not good. Not a good idea in the slightest. Wait, but I think I can make it work. I think I can make it work. I think I can. Yeah, I'm just trying to really get all these hard shadows that I see out the way. Oh yeah, no. Take your time. I will be slowly etching through this thing in the meantime. There we go. Oh, I have. Bear in mind, I'm also doing this in complete silence. Uh, no music I'm listening to right now. It is painful. I would do that. I have done that before, and I do realize that like I can draw and or listen to a podcast, but I can't listen to a podcast by itself. I need to be doing something, or else I will just get distracted. Okay, I think this is all right. I have the weirdest setup right now. I have my headphones, and then I have an AirPod in one of the ears. And I actually think I might not need to have this on. Fog shampoo? That's a scent? That's a scent? What is a fog shampoo? Oh. 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 Oh, crazy. I was like, yo, they're making up. They're just making up flavors. They're just different types. That's just it. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's craziness. Yeah, you caught me off guard there. What? I mean, I feel like that's kind of the same as like with food in America, because people just be making up the most nastiest combinations of food, thinking people would like it. I wouldn't be surprised if people are making like the wildest scent of like shampoo or like perfume because they know people would buy it just to feel different. That's capitalism for you. That is real capitalism. But yeah. Please, I still don't understand Heinz beans, man. That's such a weird that's such a weird combination. I funny enough, I don't think I can find that in my in my like grocery store. I might not be looking hard enough. I mean, yeah, but like, dude, what is what is Heinz ketchup? Heinz beans? When did they get into the bean making like business? That's ridiculous. No, I don't, because I and I think it's because it's like a they have to limit it like country by country. So they're like, oh, you guys can't like have Heinz beans, but you'll get Heinz ketchup. Maybe you guys don't have Heinz ketchup. Oh yeah, they did. They banned it. Because we're diabetic. That's just it. It's just default. Uh, Believe me, people would we had this thing like these dinosaur yeah, we had these dinosaur rubber bands, and like kids would just like chew on it and eat it. I don't know, man. Kids are weird. I mean, I was weird. I used to eat like a lot of weird shit as a kid. You know, not healthy, not healthy for a growing boy, but whatever. I guess. Um. Oh yeah, no. I mean, I don't think it would matter. Like kids are dumb. I think what they don't do is like I kind of would still blame the parents for this one. Is that they should show to their kid how to open it. Like they should show their kid how to open it or open it for them and be like, oh my god, there's a toy, and have a moment. But no, they're like, oh, is that candy? Somebody's like, yeah, and then they just like give it to the kid, and the kid just like swallows the whole thing, and then it's choking. And the EMS comes, and they're just like, yo, what is wrong with you? Do you not read? Because you know that these parents don't read. I feel like, and that's my opinion with even like the law. It's like sometimes laws for children doesn't need to be laws for children, because it should still be left to the parents to be the one to do the thing. uh but they don't, because parents are lazy, and that's the problem. But but not all parents, but quite a few of them, that's the problem. That's the problem. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't understand. I like I don't. It's because it's like I like to think it's because like these companies, or like, and the funny thing is, okay, these companies, and in some cases quite a lot of the CEOs, The reason why I don't really want to dump the CEOs, because if you really think about it, the CEOs constantly change, and even if you get rid of one, there's always just going to be another one who's just going to be worse. But the point is that like the companies kind of went so far down their own like down their own hole that they can't get out. In the sense that like, oh, they made these Heinz ketchup or food products so addictive that taking out any of these ingredients would make them less tasteful and they'll lose money, right? Like, I think that Britain, yeah, exactly, and we have like cornstarch and fructose corn syrup and whatever concoction that you can make with like I don't know, meth. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I need corn syrup. My ketchup. What is that? I remember I heard this quote from a fitness guy. Is like if you take an Oreo. Oh well. Oh, hold on. Oh oh meth. Oh, the caps. The all caps. That was a problem. Hilarious. I still need to I'm still figuring this stuff out. I'm still figuring this stuff out. Uh oh no, it's okay. Wow, Nightbot first time chat. It's like it's crazy. But it's okay. It's okay. But what was I gonna say? But like I was gonna say like yeah, this guy he he pulled out a bag of Oreos and he was like flipped it over, went to the ingredients and was like ask yourself this question. Would you need like any of these ingredients just to make Oreos? Oreos looks pretty simple, right? You gotta make the dough for the bread. You probably need like some type of food coloring to make it black. If you know how to make any other like hard cookie, and then frosting. This is milk, eggs, and whatever frothiness you need to make the frosting. Why do I need like um some crazy long Latin chemical name in my Oreo? Like of all things. Why does it need to exist in my Oreo? Why do I need, I don't know, promethazine B in my Oreo cookie? Yeah, I don't understand why you need that. Wow, like I had a little bit of a glitch. I dropped something. Yeah, I don't know why you need that. You don't need some weird like I be seeing things like alpha beta and it's a super long name and I'm like, does this need to be like an Oreo cookie? But these are the things that makes it addictive. Yeah, because these companies, they know that with America specifically potentially being their most likely they're being their biggest profit, if they were to take any of these chemicals out, they would lose so much money. Yeah, they don't want to adapt. That's what I'm saying. They dug themselves so deep in the hole that taking any of these chemicals out, regardless of whether or not it would damage anybody, would be a detrimental to them financially. So they don't want to do it. And so I'm just like, oh well. The only thing the American people can do to combat this is by actively forcing themselves to eat healthier. That's just it. And look, I'm no stranger to having like a McDonald's Big Mac or KFC or Popeyes or whatever. I mean, that thing tastes good, but I think I'm glad that I was raised to eat like home cooked food from like I don't know, like from the Caribbean. My family was from the Caribbean, so you can tell that like what they eat over there is like incredibly healthy. Like they know nothing of like even my dad. He retired, and he's like, nah, I'm going back because I developed diabetes living here, and he's like, no, I'm out of here. He's fine now. Like like there's that thing like stage 2 diabetes where it's like developed because you gained a lot of weight and you got insulin resistance. Yeah, that's just from him not knowing. I would say him not knowing any better, specifically because he was an immigrant at the time, and his you know uh, significant others already being influenced by the food and then just feeding it to my dad. Um, and that's what happened. But then he remarried and he went back to home cooked food, and his insulin went back to normal, which is great. But then he's like, yeah, I can't deal with this country anymore. I've lived in this country for like 30 plus years. I'm out of here. And so he's leaving. He's gonna sell his house and he's out. And I'm like, all right, you know what? Cool. You did your dues. But that's the thing. Like some people just and some this country doesn't push people. It's okay. Like this country is the land of the free. You can do whatever you want within reason. That means if you want to die of being fat, sure. I know that's just kind of it. Um, from overeating, you're completely free to do that. It is a stretch, but like in you won't feel so ashamed for doing things that is rather outlandish here in America. You know, to a certain degree, at least from what I see, because it feels like this place can be a little bit too accepting. But and you'll always have like there's always gonna be a space for you, but they're making bad habits seem like you're this eccentric person. Alabama, I mean, I would say yeah, like before Alabama does have that their weird laws and weird like heritage. But I think recently, at least from what I've been seeing, they've been like trying to change some of these stuff and not trying to, fall into old ways. Which I'm like, you know what? If that's the case, great. But I mean, that's where the joke came from. The Sweet Home Alabama. That's them. That's from their, you know, indulgences. Yeah, it is. It is. I've heard a lot of of stories of Alabama from friends and family members. Um, would I go there? No, no. But I would say maybe in like the major cities, sure, but like not out in the country. You know, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. So, oh, what happened? 85 messages were deleted. Oh, hold on. I am so sorry. Timed out for 600 seconds. Oh, and you have the a backup. Oh, I am weak. Oh, it only gave you a warning and then a timeout, but you weren't spamming. Hold on. I can check. Ah, there's the pinging. Logs. Oh, yeah, I'm going to set this up properly. Okay. I mean, I'm not too sure. Okay. Chat moderation. There is the button. Okay, what happened? Excess caps will time out excess caps. All right, let's get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. That's fine. This filter allows you to time out users who repeat words or phrases. No, that's fine. This enables filtering. Okay. Time out custom words, phrases, and patterns. Oh. Oh. No, it's not. Because it doesn't. You know why? And this is what's probably the crazy part is. Yeah, I think I see what the issue is. It's so it does auto time you out, right? But I'm going to have to go run to the dash and get you back to the thingy. And it should be fine. Let's see. Untime out. There we go. There you go. I thought I could do it. Yeah, I thought I could do it on the. Oh, hi, Monique. Oh, how you doing? Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Now I know that. At least I know the bot is working. Oh yes, that's why you guys have alts. Now that makes a million times more sense. Oh, that's good, Monique. That's crazy. You call me in the middle of a debugging situation because you know I had to deal with the we'll call it bot. Okay. Click while holding Alt. Okay. Oh. Oh, I'm really trying. Yeah, that was. Why is my character's neck like that? It's funny. I have to like do a lot of adjusting because of the on. Come on, Control Z. Oh, the same situation's happening again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. This isn't good. All right, I will sunset this pen to unlock my other pen. The slimmer pen. Ah, that works literally seamlessly. I have to buy pens. I feel like yeah. We're back. Now I can keep working on this. Figure this stuff out. Okay. How does this look like? Okay. I swear XP Pen is getting on my nerves. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I am trying to figure this out more, because I'm like changing the way I'm like going about messing with the shading and the brushes, so that I can like really just to really like figure this out and like learn like more about like blocking on digital, because it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of not easy. It's kind of, it's a little tough. And like, believe me, I still think that this is, I'm confident enough to at least think that this is probably better than the last one I did. But way to find out, really. I gotta make the comparison. So that's truly the idea right now. Okay, I'm noticing something very interesting with this. So I might have to do some very interesting erasing. Okay. and then this. Give me this. And full PX. None of this weird blurring thing that we're doing right now. Okay. It's a little bit brighter. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's see. I need this. Okay. All right. Believe me, this is exactly why I'm like, you know what? I need some of that. I need some of that outside practice. You know. All right, and then what was the idea I had? Okay. Actually, okay. So. A little bit bigger, maybe. Yeah. Now my Siri won't shut the hell up. Oh my god, he actually heard that. That was amazing. My man actually heard me saying shut the hell up. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I did put a redo button here. Nice. No, redo. Stop. Follow the cranium. Follow the chrome dome of this thing. This. Okay. Hmm. 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 What if I just crank it? Maybe a little less crank. Maybe even less crank. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm getting a good general idea of this skull, though. Again, there's always room for improvement. Huh. It's like Japanese text. What the hell? Huh. 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 I'm gonna try something different. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, you got a Secret Santa gift from who? Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm lost. You got a Secret Santa. How are you supposed to know who the Secret Santa is? I'm done. I'm done. I'm out of here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I was lost. I was like, yo, what? Yeah. My job does Secret Santas, but since I work remote, there's no Secret Santa. I'm like and focused on the cranium is outrageous. You know what I think it could be? Is this? No, 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 not this. Oh, no, not yet. I was a little preoccupied. I could take a quick look. Where's Discord? I have too many apps. There it is. Oh wow, that's pretty good. What? Wow. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I mean, I don't know. I hope the stuff on the stream helped out in some way, shape, or form. I'm not too sure. Oh yeah. See, thank you. That's all that matters. The fact that it helps in some way. Oh, I just discovered blur. Painterly blur. What the fuck? Dude, I'm just discovering things. Honestly, I have no idea when it comes to these brushes what any of them do, but I am going to experiment like a madman. like this painterly blur one. What the fuck is that? Oh yes, yeah. I fixed it. I fixed it. Yeah, no, yeah. I realized that I'm not big enough to have that. I'm not big enough to have the bot go that restrictive. Hmm. Maybe maybe this would be better. Oh, the script? Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I like. It's funny. Like, I was like, huh? Do people still read in scripts? I was raised in scripts, so this felt comfortable. So I was just like, okay, you know what? Whoever comes in the chat and is like, yo, what is these scribbles? And well, you're gonna learn how to read and write in script. Yeah, like I mean, like it's funny. I think this yeah, they do have calligraphy. I don't know. Meh. I butchered that last part, but like that's all I know. Not that all I know. Like I can write in plain English, but preferred. I mean, this calligraphy pen is actually kind of fun. Now I'm a little distracted. Nope. There's something with the start. It's just so much easier. I don't have to stop and think and be like, hi. I could just hi. There you go. It's- I don't know. It just works. It just works. Yeah, no, it's so. I mean, yeah, it is true. You like in school we're forced to learn it, but like I didn't have to worry because like that's kind of how we grew up. Like my mom would write. Well, she started writing in all caps now, but if she wanted to, back before it was being script. So I remember she would send letters to our teachers, and it was great. And I think it was because it was like a little bit of a Catholic school. Yeah. Messing with this. Actually, how does the brush look like? Is it just a circle? It is a circle. What about this? No. Yep. I want it like this. I want this. Oh, and thank you. I'm really just trying to block out as much as I can. With the shading, just taking more time to understand like highlights, midtones, shading. I mean, it's very monochrome, which is what you want. You want to understand. This is how you understand your values um, in drawing. So that's what I'm. This is also why I'm exposing myself to doing this, because I have another drawing that I do really want to paint, but I wanna give it my best. Um, it's over here actually. So this is what I worked on, and I want to finish it. So it's like, but I want to paint it. I'd rather learn more about painting digitally and stuff. I know some people who like, why don't you just print it and paint it? I was like, no, no, I'm okay. Yeah, this was on a day off. It's not even done. So a lot of the art lessons that I've been doing has been helping a lot. So all the head practice that I did really did help with this. So that's why we do this. That's why we do these exercises. Only reason why we do these exercises. Oh no, don't read it. Sorry, my Siri won't leave me alone. It won't leave me alone. Why do you do this to me, Siri? Just shut the fuck up, please. I am busy. Yeah, I'm like really trying to pay attention to this, like these shapes, with this big, bulky thing, um, weird placements. Siri, please, Siri, stop. No, not stop the song. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. So it took a bit of more paying attention to realize where that shadow is supposed to go. It's not supposed to go there. It's supposed to go here. Okay. And then with the eraser, I'm just gonna sharpen it so that I have my border. Okay. I have to take a look back, zoom it in numerous times. Paying attention. Paying attention. And okay. I'm gonna hit the save button. And okay. Oh, what's that? What is this? Oh, but this is actually kind of useful. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is actually a little bit useful. And then we blur it. Cool. Nice. This is exactly what I wanted. I think I can just rock with the I think I can rock with just both of these. Right? Mm, mm-hmm. No.
Sunrise creeping, ooh yeah, through the blinds, y'all. Another day is sleeping on my mind, y'all. I gotta grind, y'all. Gotta grind, gotta elevate, elevate, elevate. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? The rhythm is healing. Healing. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Elevate, elevate your mind. Elevate, elevate. Leave the world behind. Ooh, yeah. Elevate. Find what you've been seeking.
I'm gonna compare this to this.
Inspiration's flowing, flowing like a river, y'all.
Yeah, I'd argue this is better. Yeah. But this does need like a lot of work. This is like a rough shading. Understatement. All kinds of work.
Elevate your mind, elevate, elevate. Leave the world behind. Ooh, yeah. Elevate. Find what you've been seeking. Find it. Elevate is the word I'm speaking.
Hmm. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, what I want to do is erase a good portion of this like so. Here it is. Open the cheek of this thingy and then we blend it in. eh, 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 eh. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It can be better. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what this brush does. What is this? I don't know what this brush does. Okay. Okay, I want a soft eraser with a definitely less brush density. Incredibly less dense. Okay. Stop. Okay. Okay. Totally made things a bit easier. But, no. Okay. Why does my model's neck crack this way? It's just not like working. It's a little a little annoying. I'm gonna fix it like tomorrow. Oh yeah. Yeah. See, this is what I wanted to use the eraser for. Hmm. Hmm. I'm like really like in the zone right now, trying to figure this out a little bit more. This is some really useful practice, though. I'm like just in the zone. Really trying to understand this. This is a very, very complicated piece. But I wouldn't be surprised if I'm like also low key making it complicated a little bit. Like, um, Hmm. I'm going way too deep, but I kind of have to at this point. Hmm. 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 I think I'm starting to understand what could I be missing. And it's not this line art stuff that I'm doing now. Um, my values are truly off, and insofar that I think a good example would be I can take this part of the head and I'll just use a thick brush and I'll just like slap it here, and then we could take this part of the head, use a thick brush and slap it here. You would never be able to tell the difference. as I was working on this, I remember that my art teacher once told me that like make your darks darker and make your lights lighter. And I'm not doing that. I'm not making them dark enough in where it matters. Differentiate. That's why this whole lower mouth is a mess. But the eyes, like the eyes, eyebrows can be worked on. But there is a form being developed here. Um, I will definitely work on it a bit more, but I do have to commit to what I suggested for myself prior. Um, but I think what I want to do is definitely um, maintain the practice that I did, that I'm doing now. So I might just keep hacking away at it off stream. But that's mainly because I'm gonna have to end the stream. But I will be back. I will update the schedule. I will be back Tuesday and Thursday. Well, let me open up the calendar. Tuesday, Thursday. Dang, maybe not Thursday because Thursday's Christmas. So Friday, Tuesday, and Friday I'll be back. But I will be doing a lot more practice this week. With all this free time. That's my goal. So I'm gonna eat through this. I'm gonna eat through all these courses. I'm gonna go through some OBS practice. Really hack away at it. Definitely finish this. Come back stronger than ever in a week. And we just keep moving on up. And yeah, and then I'll work on this. So a lot of stuff I want to work on before, and then I think before, that's why you might see my X and my Instagram is empty, because I want to do a big art dump of all my stuff. I want to do that and disappear and then come back again. So definitely have a lot of ideas that I wanna execute, and I think this schedule that I have is perfect. And I think I'll also use all the stuff that I talked about, make a TikTok out of it this weekend. So that'll be sick. And yeah, I want to be a little bit more honest, especially with myself and my work and like my goals and inspirations. And if I want to keep on improving, then I'm gonna have to follow what I just said. So that's the idea. All right. Well, thank you for the 2 people that are here. You're amazing. I'm going to go play some Final Fantasy. All right. Have a good night. Good morning.